Hi, I'm Nave here with week 3 of the VTSDL Season 10 Champions MA Draft League. This week we're playing against Mario, who's running a hard Trick Room team with Mega Golurk and Drampa. There are a bunch of other guys, mostly Trick Room guys, that I'm not really scared of, because they do less damage than the Mega and have worse typings than me, so I'm not going to be going over them. I am, in fact, more scared of the Tailwind coming out from the Corv here. There was some week he did where he brought offensive for Giraffe and Tailwind Corv that I thought was pretty good. I'm going to be playing against that more than Trick Room, but I'll still be doing a lot of respect on Trick Room. This intro is going to be a lot shorter because I'm getting kind of annoyed that my intros take longer than the games, so I refuse to make intros longer than games from here on out unless they are a really important game. So the big reason Trick Room doesn't scare me is because of Scovelin. It will burn pretty much everything on this mostly physical team and can kill everything else. But to kill everything else, it needs a lot of investment, so I'm going to give it a lot of investment. I found out that putting super investing into bulk, especially like I was going to bring the Bolt 27 Scovelin from last week, because it lives a helping hand, something from Golurk, and it always lives a Brave Brother than Sharpbeak. But I decided, no, you know what, I'll just be faster than the Corviknight and kill it. I'm only faster if it's adamant, but I don't think there's no reason to run Jolly Corv. I'm also faster than a Timid Clowitzer, that's why I'm 123. And what was it? And so this will always kill Corviknight and Clowitzer if they are not Akka or Rindo. If the Corviknight is Akka, then I will get my Pult to flamethrower it, and if it is not Akka, it dies. But even if I Rage Powder still for whatever reason, it will get burned on my Rage Powder and become useless. If it is Akka and I can't, and Pult dies, or I don't lead it next to Pult, or whatever happens. My remainder bulk lets me live a Golurk Headlong and a Spadef. What does Spadef do? Lets me live a Poison Barb, Clowitzer, Sludge Bomb, which I've determined to be the most scary Clowitzer set. So Pult finally gets to be free of Focus Sash for White Herb, because clicking Draco will make her immune to Poltergeist. I was going to run Kasib because the speed difference is so great, I just got to invest everything in my bulk, but I went, I can use Draco Meteor and make my own Kasib. So the bulk investment lets me live a Headlong. Headlong is basically as strong as a Shadow Punch if that comes, so whatever. I'm running Hex over Shadow Ball, which is kind of silly business, but I only really want Shadow Ball for more damage onto Tauros, and Draco plus Hex should always pick up on Tauros, and I'm running, and I want to click Draco as much as possible because it gets me my Poltergeist immunity, so that's not really a disadvantage. Dragon Tail makes Giraffe go away. I normally would never run this on a non-Sash or non-Terramon, but the only things that can OHKO Pult that don't get OHKO'd by my fast Scovelin is Bangoro, who is kind of a worse Tauros here, so I don't think that's going to be coming. Azu and Medicham get to be my ult leads and my Trick Room checks. Brave Azu beats everything in Trick Room except for Drampa, and if it lives a Thunderbolt from Drampa, it will still beat Drampa. Black Glasses was a coaching from Azumarill, will kill every Giraffe that is not Culber. That's my fun trick. Medi gets to take the Sash that Pult usually has to maximize time spent coaching Azu, and get to click Close Combat guilt-free, and Zen Headbutt does 40 to Golurk while also basically doing the most, and I'm making fun of myself there, I don't like that phrasing. Doing the most damage to Tauros, I don't need to run Ice Punch, I'll live. No Protect also kind of sucks on this because it's a Sashmon, and against a hard Trick Room team, getting to Protect on your on a Sashmon is actually pretty valuable, but Golurk has Unseen Fist, and there's some other things, so I'm just going to run this. I've got Taunt just to beat all of the scary status move things. I can taunt the Corviknight, I can taunt the Giraffe if I find out it doesn't have Mental Herb, which the Knock from Azumarill could help with somehow if they get staggered like that, or in game 1 I knock it and find out the item, and then so on or so forth. And then the last two I think are just dependent on the Corv item. This is kind of a 4-mon team. And if there's a Mirror Armor, it's going to run Greninja. Greninja is kind of a weird, shitty combination of Azu and Medicham. It can taunt stuff that needs to be taunted, and water stuff that's weak to water. It runs Chopple to live Tauros moves, but I'm finding out now that I'm recording this after the game, and this was not the bulk I intended to run. On my other monitor, I have a Gren spread set up that's the 14. That's I think it's 14 defense investment. So that could live 8 Scarf Tauros CC, but this one can't. So I'm spoiling you that Greninja does never has to take a Scarf Tauros CC in that game. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know why. I guess I changed that and never switched my tabs over. That's all. That's silly. Okay. Yeah. This guy kind of sucks. I kind of thought about running Diggersby instead, but I'd rather have the speed up and then the Tailwind. I can Dark Pulse Gourgeist if that becomes an issue, I guess. I don't care. Luxray is a good one. I want to bring the Luxray. I hope so. I hope the Corviknight is on Nerf, because I'm bringing this if the Corviknight's on Nerf. I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot by it not being Shuka, even though the plan is bring it into Unnerve Corv, but I want to live a little, so we're going to be doing Scoplins. With 50% crit Night Slash, if I get 2 opportunities to do a dark move onto Golurk, I only have to hit 1 crit to kill it, which is kind of an unrealistic thing to expect, but Throat Chop on a Shuka Corv, on a Shuka Luxray is barely better, so, whatever. I think there are some fun techs with the scope lens too that are really just in theory and not that good in practice. If I bring this Luxray into a Mirror Armor Corv, I can crit past my own Death Drop 25% of the time in Oko, and Superpowers for Drampa, and I can crit, if I kill it, I do like 70 to Drampa without a crit and kill it with a crit. And also, getting the crit past my own lowered attack is kind of fun, so we'll do that. It's also what Hydreigon does with Focus Energy, with Fenergy, but whatever. So that's the team. As for my worries, I'm worried about Meowstic, probably a little too much so. The Fake Outs cut my momentum in half when I built game plans around getting to do 2 moves in 1 turn. But Meowstic is kind of nothing offensively and super nothing in Trick Room, so I think I'll be fine. Otherwise, if Corv has Protect that could screw me over, I've kind of decided ahead of time it's more likely to be Roost than Protect. And yeah. And I'm so over-indexed on killing Corv whenever it appears that blocking my fire double up would really suck. And that should be everything. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to wrap it up fast because I've got 3 seconds until it's longer than the video. Hello, we're here. I'm kind of surprised to see both Megas here, and I'm glad to see no Clawitzer or Pangoro or whatever the fuck I was worried about. Gourgeist here is kind of an issue. I mean, we're just going to lead. I know what we're going to lead. We're going to lead these 4. That's the small Gourgeist. Okay, that's a little Gourgeist. We're going to... We're going to Raids Pattern Dragon Tail. We'll just go out, because we'll just go out into... There's no way this Drampa is not going to let me... Yeah, that Drampa was literally never going to let me bully it. The Drampa was never going to let me Draco it. When at Mega, I got a little scared, but I remember there's no reason to... There's no reason to not Mega. And then what? It is Frisk Gorgite. Alright, because I don't have that. And now we're just going to... I mean, the small Gorgeist could be... Let me put small Gorgeist into my thing. You know what? I'm just going to overheat it. I don't care what it does. I'm just going to overheat it. 99, it's going to be faster than my Scovillain. Well, I'm not a... Wow, okay, you were an Evital of that. And your Citrus. Flare Blitz. Okay, I was going to say, you're not immune to recoil, you're not immune to recoil, right? That's not a thing. I'm just going to figure out your ability here. I'm going to figure out your item by taunting you here. And we're just going to figure out... Yeah, that's a fast, okay. Let's see what your item is. And okay, you are mental herbable. So we're just going to Classisi and we're going to Hex you. Oh wait, no, it's a Scarf Gorgeist. It's faster than my Pulp. Okay. Twin Beam. Oh, I EV to live that. No. I EV to live that after taking a little bit of chip. And then let's see what the Pulp gets. I don't like the twin beam animation is scary. I don't like being twin beamed. I would like anything else. You can tell I haven't been playing MA because I'm surprised by that. What else was I not playing? You can see the speeds now, the in between speeds. All right, so Scarf Little Gurgeist is kind of a problem. I'm going to generously assume, so it is Scarf. I'm going to generously assume it's just okay. Well, it's only outspeeding 195, so we're going to put up to 12 here. I'll put 32, 22. We're going to put. I guess I'll just do 32, 32. And adamant. Our guy small is a lot. Oh, right. Its defense is always the same, but it does have. It can live. Okay, that is annoying. It's fine. I'm just going to do the same thing, but we're going to. I'm just going to do the same thing. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm just not scared of the. I don't want to attack necessarily. I'm chlorophyll. I'm just going to protect and Draco. Nope. It was a roll. Okay. Oh, because it was a roll for them to live the Draco. Oh, and now we're gonna do my trick. It's time for the trick. No, it's not Akka. Okay. Well, that was the point of my trick. No! Give me that back. Give me that back, dude. I worked really hard. I worked really hard to get that ability. I worked really hard for that ability. Can I have it back? Can I X? Yeah. If you set up Trick Room, I don't care. Now we just do. I'm gonna taunt you to. I want to get rid of. More than anything else, I want to get rid of tail whatever. Yeah. And because now what? I do that and then you the other thing. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just going to close combat and there's no reason to protect. There's no reason to protect here. So right now we liquidation into the Golurk and we Draco the for Giraffe. I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. Does he expect me to be brave? Would you expect me to be brave? I guess he didn't. No, no. And then we show off Black Glass's knock and Draco again. And a crit for good measure. No, spicy spray. GG's. Really hard for my spicy spray, and I would like to have it back. All right, that was good. I'm kind of upset that Corv. I did all that work for my little Corv tech and it didn't work. I got to click all 4 moves on my pult though. You don't have to do that every day. I'm out. 2 pretty clean 4-2s. All right, on to week 4 then. I don't think I'm gonna make any trades. So I don't have anything to report on.